So about a week ago, or 2 weeks now, when this video actually goes live, I asked you guys to ask me some questions in the community Discord. Got quite a few questions. I also asked this question on Instagram and Facebook, so these are a list of some of the questions that you guys actually wanted to ask me. Let's get into it. So, what was the first anime you ever watched? First anime I ever watched was probably when I was a kid, and that was probably Pokemon, because that was probably just what was on TV at the time. You know, grew up in born in the late 90s, so grew up in the 2000s-ish. So my first waifu, I guess, probably when I was a kid again, was probably Usagi from Sailor Moon. It's actually the first piece of non-Pokemon, non-Yu-Gi-Oh anime merch that I owned, as a pack of Sailor Moon playing cards that I actually haven't got. I'll probably maybe put a picture here. But yeah, top 5 anime. I don't really like to keep favourites, because my obviously tastes change over time. New shows come out, so there's always something new to consider. It also depends what kind of mood you're in. So for this one, I put down. I'm looking. There's other questions on my iPad over here, so I'm just looking at that. So basically, I put down Lucky Star, New Game, Space Dandy, Pokemon, and Tonsure Children. Somebody's asked me what's my favourite anime. I honestly don't have a number one, because I just said it. I find it too hard. I find it a bit easier if you can give me a top 5 in a genre, because it's just so hard. It's so hard because different anime have different merits. It's the technical, or is this anime structurally good, or is it storyline? Or do I just bloody enjoy it and it's great? So you just wanted to know what my favourite movie was. If it's an anime movie, it's kind of hard to say. Anime movies are actually something I'm getting into more and more. Actually, I have quite a few on this end right here that I'm going to be watching when I find time. But to be honest with you, my favourite movie is probably the one that started. This is all normal cinema, well, non-anime cinema. But the movie that probably started that for me was a French film called Amélie. It's a very nice and beautiful movie about this girl, and basically on a quest to please people, and how I think she finds love. It's been a while since I watched it, but the colours and the way the cinematography in that film is shot really spoke to me in a way, and it's the reason why I have all these here now. I just love it. What it is that I become a degenerate weeaboo? Probably about 14, 15 when I discovered Death Note on Netflix, due to people online just talking about it in the emo scene when you have that first. What are your hobbies outside of anime? I collect films, not necessarily box office hits or things you'd mainstream. Don't want to sound like a hipster, but yeah, I don't really collect those sorts of movies. Kind of movies that are artsy, or sometimes foreign movies, or just films that people don't. You've kind of got a bit lost to time. Here I have the Woody Allen collection. There's Conformist, Bicycle Thieves is a classic. Rafifi, Donnie Darko's right here, King of New York. Some absolutely great movies that not necessarily a lot of people know about. There's some ones in this Woody Allen collection that no one ever talks about, but to me they're masterpieces. Things like Zelig and Purple Rose. Purple Rose of Cairo. That's a brilliant film. I also collect vinyl records, and I'm also taking this thing as non-anime related stuff, manga and anime related items. I also collect Pokemon cards, which sometimes I show off in the Discord or on my personal Instagram. What anime would I like to be Isaac'd into? So I thought about this one for half an hour, because it's kind of a hard one to say, because a lot of anime just kind of they have a storyline and then that's it. We don't really ever find out what happens to the character, after the show. Is it a happy ending? Do they actually do anything or do they just die? We honestly don't know. So one I thought would be cool, or I would like to be ongoing. I would like to be in the Shin-chan universe, just because that guy seems to just have fun all the time. Nothing too out there, just seems to have fun. Another one I thought about was it's a short anime from a few years ago called Tonkatsu DJ. It's about this kid who kind of works at his family's tonkatsu shop, and he wants to be a DJ, and it kind of shows you the journey through that. It's a short anime. I think you can watch it in 2 hours. Do I play any games? Yeah, I do. I'm not super into gaming as I used to be, but lately I've been playing Forza Horizon 4 mainly, Call of Duty, Cold War, GT Online, Skater XL, and basically whatever Nintendo's putting out that looks good. And a follow-up question to that is, do I plan on doing gameplay? Yeah, I plan on doing gameplay, hopefully some like live streaming on Twitch or something in the future. You know, I need to get a capture card and some stuff, but I kind of have a half set up already. I've done similar stuff before, but it never really worked out. I didn't really look that good. I was never happy with it. Favourite YAOI or YURI anime? So I haven't really watched a lot of YAOI. It's not really my thing per se. I've watched a couple of YURI, read more YURI manga than watched, but I'd say one of my favourite ones is, it's also one of my favourite YURI manga, is the Keisan one. It got an OVA, which is actually quite good. It does miss some stuff out that's in the manga, but it's definitely worth a watch. It's kind of less sexual, more cutesy romance, which is what I vibe with. Where is Pen Pen and is he alright? So for you who don't know the penguin from Evangelion, Misato's pet, Mommy Misato. Pen Pen is just out there living his best life. If he died, he's in God's heaven now. He's with all the penguin babes. He's living a good life. So next question is an IRL meetup one day when we get bigger. I would definitely like to do that. Sounds fun. I also need to go to a con for once in my life. Hard to do where I live though. Favourite anime genre? My favourite anime genre is probably Slice of Life, just because I enjoy it the most. Do I play Genshin Impact? Sadly no. I just don't have time, and I never really have time nor the focus to get into many RPG games, whether it's mobile or even console or something. Most overrated anime is definitely Sword Art Online, in my opinion. I just think it's an okay show. That's it. It's an okay show. I see it's got the mass appeal, and I think a lot of people that say it isn't, it's their favourite anime, just really haven't seen a lot of different anime and been out there and just, you know, seen a lot of shows. You need to go and taste and try a lot of different things before you can actually say, oh, this is the best anime, this is my favourite anime. I don't even feel comfortable saying this is the best anime, because it's like, I feel like you should try everything. Most underrated anime. So most underrated anime, in my opinion, is probably High Score Girl or New Game, but mainly High Score Girl, because it's an interesting anime because it takes place back in like the 80s and the 90s-ish gaming scene, which is really interesting, like in Japan. So you see things like TurboGrafx 16, which is called like PC Engine, but I think in the dub or the English subtitles they actually call it by the English name, which I think is interesting. But they go over like the Street Fighter scene and that over there. It's actually a really good anime. The only thing I like about that anime is the eyebrows on the girls, or the eyelashes. They look kind of weird. What do I find most appealing about anime? I think what I find most appealing about anime is actually the creativity. You can just create any world or anything on more of a budget than you can, a film from like Western cinema, or a TV show with like actual paid live action actors and special effects guys and stuff. I feel like it's cheaper and there's more creativity in Japan, just because there's more people that will pay more to see something interesting. Most relatable anime character for me, that is definitely the waifu, Tomoko from Watamote. She's everybody. Anime I recommend for people. I'm taking this as people getting into anime, and typically what I'm going to recommend, it's not really stuff I like, but it's more of the popular stuff, more of the stuff that people could consider, you know, more of less weird. There's some weird stuff in anime that you just get desensitized to and it just becomes normal. But yeah, I probably recommend shows like Death Note, My Hero Academia, One Punch Man for definite. I'd recommend more action shows, you know, depending on what the person likes. You know, they like romance things. Obviously, Toradora is a good one. I also like to recommend stuff that is genuinely accessible on streaming. So by that I mean like what's on Netflix and stuff. You have to get another subscription service to watch anime. Least favourite anime? Honestly, I don't really have one. Mainly because if I don't like a show, I don't watch it. or I drop it. So probably something on my drop list somewhere. I actually need to keep my mail up to date. The origin of the Weebs and their memes page, or WATM, as I'm trying to condense it down to Weebs and their memes is a bit of a mouthful. But... So the page's birthday is actually, well, it was born on the 2nd of August 2018. So yeah, this year it's 3 years old. Can walk soon. So basically this page started when I was considering joining another page. I was in like a group chat with these people, and I was kind of thinking, I don't really want to be a part of this. I don't really want to be a part of a group that is necessarily trying to be like, not necessarily controlling, but they just got rules, and rules are a good thing, don't get me wrong, like you need to have boundaries, but it just didn't feel like I could, you know, post the stuff I wanted. There were too many people, too many chefs do spoiler stew. Turns out you spoil an anime page the same way. But yeah, so I went out on my own. I created this page. I never did expect it to get this big. I honestly thought it'd get like 200 likes or 200 followers, however Facebook wants to count it, because it counts followers and likes differently. So technically we actually have 85,000 followers, which is kind of mad to think about. It's bigger than the population of the town I live in. But yeah, I never did expect it to go this big. So basically, just went out on my own and did it. We've since grown bigger than that page by a considerable amount, which I find is quite a goal. I was a part of some other big pages on Facebook for a while, but Facebook being Facebook, they got zucked and taken down because, you know, some people have to be too edgy. How anime changed my life. So in a way, it's changed my life because I like the it's really deep. It's got quite a few years history behind it. You know, you've easily got 40 years, if not more, if you want to deep dive back into like shows like Astro Boy and the really early origins of anime. But I wouldn't say there's that much. I'd say 80s onwards is probably where anime really starts. Maybe being ignorant. Maybe there's some good shows back there. I honestly don't know. So with anime, it always felt more, because you know, you come from like you're watching kids shows on like Cartoon Network and stuff, and obviously anime to an extent is on kids TV. It just felt more of a natural progression to go to other shows, and it also, you know, there's an awesome anime community out there. Just found more shows and just fell more in love with the unique ideas and concepts there are for shows. Next question: do I love you? I love everyone who I love everyone that likes and follows the page and interacts, especially those who subscribe. You should actually subscribe. Ever put a mint in cola and then drank it in really cold weather? No. I don't think that would be safe, nor do I recommend actually doing it, so don't. Why is my username Dan on the Discord? That's because my name is Dan. Well, it's actually Daniel, but Dan for short. You know, it's just simple. I think a lot of people, it's easier for people to pronounce. Some people don't know how to pronounce if you use like a Japanese name or like a character's name from an anime. So what made you want to be a man of culture? So basically I found anime where I was feeling a bit like left out in the world. Other people, you know, other people are going their other ways, and when you're a kid, everyone's like the same. But when you start going to places like high school and that, first year or two can be okay, then you start realising that other people are going other ways in life and you're going your own way. And sometimes you can just be a part of that like wrong group, or the group that doesn't necessarily fit you, or a group that you just don't necessarily start agreeing with anymore. So yeah, so I was tired of trying to fit in with them, and I found anime on YouTube. So I was doing like spent a lot of time watching YouTube, but yeah, I started finding more shows on YouTube. More shows got recommended to me. I started watching channels like Glass Reflection, who would give like really good anime reviews, and I really liked their recommendations, so it kind of just grew from there. What is your favourite anime OP? It's got to be Mob Psycho 100's 99. I really do think it's a great song, but if we're also going to talk about ED, I also want to mention New Game, second season, ED. It's called like Jump In, Jump Up, or Jump In, Jump Up. I don't know. Maybe I said the same thing twice there. I don't know. What anime affected my life? I think an anime that affected my life from a young age was probably Yu-Gi-Oh! Something I was into for a long time when I was a kid, and it's, you know, I loved, it was just a great show. I had I spent a lot of time watching that. Where did my dad go? Not my dad, the person who asked his dad, and to the store to get a pack of cigarettes. Why? Can I live with you? You can't live with me. It's not enough room. I don't share either. When is the next meme competition? By this, do you mean the meme competition that we sometimes host, where we give you a blank template of like a popular anime meme, and you basically have to submit an original idea meme, and there's sometimes like a small prize. Hopefully soon, with like the next couple of months or something. We need to do those more regularly because they're fun. Am I an anime girl? No. I wish I was. Only in my dreams. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I did enjoy this. We'll probably do another one in a few more months. Ask more seasonal animation questions. I don't know, but thanks for watching. If you do like the video, like it. You know, all like Discord, well, all links below. So that's like our Facebook page, Instagram, Discord. What else have we got? My personal Instagram, the Facebook group,